What does North River Ranch look like from ground level? That's what we're going to do in this video. First, I'm going to pivot and turn back this way. It's too bright. I couldn't stand that way. We're going to drive through North River Ranch. I'm going to show you exactly what the neighborhood that changed the trajectory of Parrish forever looks like. This is the first neighborhood that went up. This is the first real big neighborhood that grabbed the attention of all the builders and all the developers and changed this one zip code city forever. It went from a farm town and a ranching town to a boom town that's growing faster than almost any other zip code in town in all of Florida. In order to do so, we are going to drive through the entirety of North River Ranch. We'll start up north. We'll hit Barbara A. Harvey K-8 school, and then we'll work our way south. We're going to start up here. I'm going to point out where the future neighborhoods are going to go. I'll point out where the Del Webb Explorer is being developed right now. And then we'll head south. We'll go by Crescent Creek. You've got David Weekley building single-family dwellings in there and townhomes. And we'll go over into Long Meadow. Long Meadow's being built out by Pulte, Cardell, and homed by West Bay. And then we'll work our way south. I'll show you where Pulte had built out and where Neil is building out Wildleaf. And then we'll keep going south. I'll show you Brightwood. I'll go through who built this area out. This entire area is already built. And you've got builders in here. I'll point out exactly who built that area. We'll cross over here to the future villages. I'll show you where the giant HCA hospital is going to go, where the bougie future village shopping is going to be. We're going to have some townhomes in there. I'll point all of that out. And then we'll head south to Riverfield, where you still have David Weekley and Cardell building in there. This area is almost completely built out right now. I'll show you where the townhomes are already built. And then we'll continue south, and I'll show you where Parrish High School is. I've got my shadow in there, and also where the future Parrish State College of Florida is going to be built. And that's actually being built right now. They just started, well, they're not moving dirt yet, but they are doing surveys. So this is starting now. But in this video, we're going to check out North River Ranch, the neighborhood that changed Parrish forever. Starting things off, we are as far north in North River Ranch and on Fort Hamer as possible. Over here, you've got Del Webb. And this will be a Del Webb community where you don't have to be 55 years or older to live in there. So at this roundabout, this road's going to go all the way over to 301. Fort Hamer is going to extend here eventually and pretty soon all the way up to Buckeye Road. And on this corner, that would be your northeast corner, is going to be the Del Webb community. We're going to turn left onto North River Ranch Trail. Right now, off to the left, we're going to go over there in a little bit. That's Crescent Creek. That's where David Weekley's building. And again, on the right, I'm not sure who's building these out, but those will be townhomes. Those are townhome lots. So driving up North River Ranch Trail, we're going to have the K-8 school. I told you we'd start up here. And that is over here on the right. To keep everything organized and geographically logical, I'm going to try to do everything from Fort Hamer. Whenever we switch neighborhoods, we're going to go back to Fort Hamer. And we'll start at Fort Hamer and then go into the different little subsections of North River Ranch. So that's your Harvey K-8. If you want to view that by drone footage and the amenities, here's a link. We're not going to get out of the car today. We're just doing a driving tour of North River Ranch so that you can see what it looks like. So we're going to turn around and go back to Fort Hamer, and then we're going to go down Fort Hamer and turn right back into Crescent Creek and Camp Creek, Long Meadow, and see all the builders in there. Heading southbound down Fort Hamer, we're turning on Camp Creek. Off to the left, you've got Bella Lago. To the right, we're turning on Camp Creek Trail. Here's the North River Ranch sign, one of the ones that I've done videos from. And here, that building starts the trail system. Really fun spot. We've got Wildleaf on the left, so we're going to circle around and show you that next. First, we're going to go down and view where Cardell, David Weekley, Homes by West Bay, Pulte, and Pulte are building. So we're headed towards Long Meadow. This is a very pretty drive. Get you outside the window a little bit, and you can see all the trees and everything that are going up. The trail system is all linked. Off to the right is Crescent Creek. We'll go back there. First, we'll drive through Camp Creek. So this is the biggest amenity that we have in North River Ranch. You can see the water slide behind that building. And then the clubhouse is right there. We'll circle around, try to get you through here as quick as possible. The saddest part about the hurricane, there was almost no damage here, but there used to be a giant oak tree right there, huge, giant oak tree that would have been the centerpiece of the entrance to this amazing amenity. That oak tree blew down. And that was the biggest loss that was the devastation of Milton. So now we're going to cross over to Crescent Creek. And I will show you where David Weekley's building and what their blocks look like right now. You got open lots over here. Everything in here is owned by David Weekley. If you're interested in David Weekley and Crescent Creek, then you'll visit the model homes here. Or if you're interested in one of their townhomes, you will visit them over there. But let's drive through. It's one block. This is a brand new section. And they started in here, I don't know, 9 months, 12 months ago. But this is a David Weekley block right here. Their future lots for the single family dwellings are right here. So I'm going to turn around and start you up over by the townhomes. We are on Crescent Creek Crossing is the name of this road. Again, you've got David Weekley single family dwelling model homes on the right. I brought you down here. Oh yeah, we've got Cardell. Cardell's building townhomes as well. I forgot to mention them as we went in. So those are Cardell's. And these are David Weekley's. And that's it. We're going to start back over. No, we'll just take it this way. I'm going to start back as we drive down towards Longmeadow here in a second. So now we're on Camp Creek Trail again. We'll turn left. So straight ahead, that's the middle school. Straight ahead was the middle school. We're going to go back this way. I'll show you what the amenities look like from this angle. It's a really unique place. I love this. We spend so much time here. So you got this great lake. Back there, you've got the water slide and swimming pool. In that direction, we've got the indoor-outdoor game room, fun room with pool tables and foosball and ping pong. Over to the right, that's where the pump park is. And then we've got pickleball that starts up right there. That's the pickleball courts. So straight ahead, we are now at Longmeadow. We'll drive by the model homes, and then I'll take you down a block for each and every one of the builders who are building in here. I don't see any cops. I rolled right through that stop sign, just trying to keep this video in fluid and moving. So here we go. This is all your model homes. Model home row, starting with Pulte. First two are Pulte homes. Third house is Cardell. Center to the frame right now is Cardell. And then you've got Homes by West Bay, that big, beautiful light colored home. So let's go straight. I'm going to show you. I'm going to pick it back up here in a second. There is so much going on in these neighborhoods when they're being built. Sometimes it's hard to get down the roads. So right here, you've got Homes by West Bay blocks. A couple blocks, beautiful homes. 65, 70 foot wide lots. Homes start at about 2,500 square feet. But this is your high end. I've got to stop here for a second. But these will be your highest end homes in North River Ranch right now. From here, we're going to circle back around. I'm going to take you down a Pulte road and Cardell. We'll show you those. Driving back past the model homes again, you guys, I'll point out that behind here to the north, that's pointing north right now. Behind there will be the next phase of North River Ranch. Most of those are going to be big lot, single family dwelling lots. And that goes all the way from here, all the way north to Buckeye Road. So I'm turning right onto Cross River. And this is Pulte's. This is a Pulte street. So we'll drive down here so you can see what Pulte looks like in Long Meadow. On the left side, you've got, I think these are 50-foot wide lots. And those are all Pultes. And then on the right, Pulte's got their bigger, I don't know if they're 55, I can't remember, but they're wider lots, bigger homes on that side. Of course, I had to come out on trash day when all the trash cans are out. But you've got paver driveways and tile rooftops on all of these. And we're going to turn right. I'm going to try to pick up, well, let's go down. Let's turn right here. On Ashaway, we just turned right. To the left, we've got homes by West Bay Homes. And then on the right, you've got your Cardell block. So these will be your Cardell homes. I'll finish off this block. We're going to go back to Fort Hamer. And then from there, I keep running into this guy. He wants to have lunch with me. I've been by that truck and trailer 5 times. So we're going to go back to Fort Hamer. And then we'll go down south again. And we're going to check out Neil and see what they're doing over there, what their blocks look like. Before we go down to Fort Hamer, you guys, I wanted to show you this. So you've got Pulte over there on that side. I'm not going to get a whole lot of this because I want to show you the builders today. But here and there, you've got these great open spaces, trails, preserve spots with ponds. So these do plot the landscape throughout North River Ranch. I'm just not going to hit most of these today and that because I want to get this for you and show you what the actual blocks of homes look like. So now we're going to turn back around, regather our bearings, and then I'll show you Neil. Heading towards Fort Hamer, just another spot like this. Like I said, you've got these great spots. Hopefully you can see the pond down there. This road right here is Camp Creek Trail, and that goes straight to the middle school. Okay, so next we'll be at Fort Hamer Road. Back on Fort Hamer, we're going to turn right into Wildleaf. So from where we just were, I could have turned right and taken you straight into Wildleaf from that side. Wanted to do it from Fort Hamer just so you guys can see. I'll try to keep it together as to where we're at. This trail system, you guys, goes all the way up and down North River Ranch. And there's miles and miles of trails and walking paths and whatnot. So here's Wildleaf. And I'll show you the Wildleaf sign here in a moment. These are all Neil's model homes. Ending with that one right there with the blue canopy. And then these are Neil built villas to the left, and then single family dwellings to the right. I'm going to take you down another Neil block here in a second. Here's your Wildleaf sign, and then we'll go down. I'm going to show you a Neil block that's complete, and we'll take you into Pulte in Wildleaf as well, show you what they built over there. Still in Wildleaf. I wanted to take you down this road because this is complete. This is a Neil block. Give you an idea of what their blocks will look like when they're complete. We're heading west, so further up the road, here's a guy crossing the street. I'm gonna cut it out real quick. And after we pass the guy, so anyways, Neil, yeah, this is a Neil block. Up here, they've got some bigger lots where they're building slightly bigger homes, but I think this is a pretty good representation of what the Neil roads look like. And they build a beautiful and nice house. From here, we're going to go as far west as we can into Wildleaf. I'm going to show you what Pulte did, and they've already completed and they built out. This section here of Wildleaf was a Pulte section. They completed building homes in here about a year ago, but I am starting to see some resale homes pop up in here. So if you like this section, keep your eyes open. Some of these homes are 2 or 3 years old, and they are starting to come to the market as resale homes. And we're going to turn past here. I'm going to show you a little park setting. Hopefully you can see back there, you've got some nice slides, and then there's a field where the kids can come out and play. So from here, we're going to go back to Fort Hamer. And then from Fort Hamer, we will go see Brightwood. And I'll show you a resale market in there of North River Ranch. Heading south on Fort Hamer, we are now turning into Brightwood. And so there's your Brightwood sign straight ahead. This is a resale market. They finished building in here. I think Pulte was the last builder to build in Brightwood. Looks like we've got the Army here today. Haven't seen that before. So you've got, anyways, they completed about 2 years ago. I think Pulte may have had their last house in here about a year and a half ago. Park Square homes over here. This is a Park Square block. I'll give you a glance at this. This would be a resale market. If you're interested in North River Ranch resale, they built a really pretty house. From here, we'll go see a, I don't know, KB. Let's go see some KB homes. Driving down Baraboo, still in Brightwood. I had to do this on trash day. So anyways, this is what a resale street would look like in North River Ranch, Brightwood Village. If you want a KB home, here comes a car. I got to turn off the video. So turning on Little River, still in Brightwood. Off to the right, we'll circle around so I can show you this. This is the Brightwood Pavilion. We got the park here. Behind here, you can't see it. There's some really gorgeous lakes. There's like 3 of them that stretch this entire span that we're driving right now. And behind the pavilion is the wonderful swimming pool. Inside there, you've got a gym on the left side. And then on the right side, you've got an indoor-outdoor game room, again with pool tables and foosball and ping pong and a couple TVs. So we'll turn left here down Isabella. Really nice resale street if you're interested in homes by West Bay. Very pretty block. This block knows how to party on Halloween. This road is hard to walk down on Halloween because so many of the neighbors and people who own these homes have a party. And I mean, it's a block party. It's really fun. So let's show you this for a second. And then from here, we'll go down a Pulte Road from the Brightwood side. So if you're interested in the resale market and resale homes, I'll give you a glance of those. All right, let's check those out. Straight ahead, we are on Gallatin Road. So straight ahead, that's your trails. These trail systems, or those trailheads, interlink throughout North River Ranch. That's just one of them. These are Pulte resale homes. And then if I'm not mistaken, up here to the left, we'll have another Park Square Road. Going back that way, got a stop sign. I better stop. School's getting out, so I better do my best. Yep, I think these are Park Square homes over here on the left. And that's it. So from here, we're going to go back to Fort Hamer, cross Moccasin Wallow. I'll show you where Publix and the shopping center is, where the new restaurants, there's some banks over there. We'll cross over there. I'll show you that, and then we'll go look at the townhomes of Riverfield, and then we'll drive through Riverfield, and I'll show you where David Weekley and Cardell is currently building, almost sold out, and where some really pretty resale homes are in Riverfield. So let's do that now. Let me backtrack a little bit. So this is Fort Hamer. Earlier in the video, I told you we'd bring you over and show you where the shops are going to go and the restaurants, the villages. So this is it. Off to the right, this is where the restaurants are going to be. Just a quarter mile that way, you've got Moccasin Wallow. And then off to the left over here, there's going to be apartments and some townhomes. If you can see all the way across that field, that is Moccasin Wallow Road. So this entire section will be your shops. Back here, and then back this way. Back in the corner to the right is where the hospital is going to be. Okay, so from here, we're going to turn back around, go down Fort Hamer, cross the street. I'll show you where Publix is, and then we'll go over to the Riverfield site. Pulling up to the green light. Let's see if we can get it. So off to the right over here is Brightwood. That's where we just were. And this is Moccasin Wallow. That's this intersection here. To the right is Publix. And some restaurants and a bank and UPS store. That just filled in this year. All of the good stores and restaurants. Dalia Italian restaurant. So we just crossed Moccasin Wallow. This is Fort Hamer. We're going to turn into the townhomes, and then we'll go to that side. So townhomes on this side, and then single family dwelling, Riverfield homes on that side. So here's your first Riverfield side. This is gated community. Let me hit the clicker, open up that door. You've got these great ponds. I don't know if you can see all those beautiful birds down there, but again, ponds and preserve plot the landscape throughout North River Ranch. And these, you can get these for about $290,000 right now, I think is what I'm seeing, from 300, maybe, yeah, about 290, 280. Here comes one for sale right now. Straight ahead behind those townhome units, you've got the elementary school, Harvey. That's kindergarten through third grade right now. So that is side by side with Publix. So we're going to turn around. Let's go look at the single family dwellings. And that's where Cardell and David Weekly are right now. Back on Fort Hamer. We were just on that side for the townhomes. Now we're going to turn left and I'll show you Riverfield. See if we can time this right. Nope, I'm going to pause it. Turning into Riverfield. The gates are open. Somebody just went in. I'm going to pause it because there's people right here. I don't know if they want to be on film. Driving down Arrow Creek. This is what your Cardell and David Weekly homes look like. Cardell is still building in here. That's one of their model homes. This is a completed block, and then we'll turn right up here and I'll show you where you can still buy a brand new David Weekly or Cardell home. This road is Richmond Trail. It's still under construction. You've got Cardell and David Weekly building along here. A couple homes for sale. Those were David Weekly. And then we'll look this way. From here, we're going to go back onto Fort Hamer. I'll bring you by a couple parks. I'll show you where the college is going, and I'll show you where the high school is. And we'll cap off the North River Ranch driving tour from there. On our way out of Riverfield, I think I called that a pavilion. That's the veranda. That's the Riverfield veranda. Behind there is the swimming pool. Again, if I could put a link up, I'll show you the, let me hit the clicker here to open this up. But that link will take you if you want to see what the amenities look like. Let's go down Fort Hamer. I'm not positive, but I think that survey machine right there is part of the development of the college that's going in. Let me bring this inside. So backing up to the townhomes, this is a part of North River Ranch, and this land right back here, hopefully you can see it with the sun. All of this land is going to be State College of Florida. Huge campus. And if I took you right, this is Erie Road, then there's kind of a dirt road that goes back into this land, and you can see all of the equipment, the survey equipment that's going in. So that's where that's going. We're going to go through this light, and we'll look at where the high school is and where Parrish Community Park is. First, let's go to the left. Parrish Community Park. We'll zip through there really quick. And then go back onto Fort Hamer to see the high school. From Fort Hamer, we'll veer off to the right. That sign reads school entrance. So this will be the third school that we've seen today. Well, I didn't show you the Harvey K through 3 campus of the Harvey campuses, but we saw the new addition, the biggest addition, and then we were near the elementary school. Here's Parrish Community High School. These speed bumps are rough. Try to blow you through here real quick so you can see this. We'll turn the corner and then we will do an edit, cut and edit, and then I'll bring you over to the little pocket park within North Ranch and we'll end the video there. So that's it. That's your Parrish Community High School. Give you one more view of the high school. Oh, wow. And then we'll take a look at that park. On our way over to show you that little park, here's SCF. And that's the entrance where I said, let's see if the equipment's out. Nope, they're not back there working right now, but that's where they're building. So we're back at Fort Hamer and Erie Road. We'll start back up in a second. Crossing Fort Hamer at Erie Road. Got some old school Parrish off to the right. And then this little pocket park, Old May Sims Park. So on the map that I showed you at the start of the video, they say this is part of North River Ranch. Actually, you know what? I'm going to take you back there. That's a part of Riverfield too. So right back there behind those bushes. We'll cap the video off over there. This is just a cute little old school park. Love the trees. You get some shade in here in the summer. Little cooler spot to play than the other parks within North River Ranch. So let's go over and cap off the video at Riverfield. Back on Fort Hamer, turning right onto Fort Hamer from Erie. Now we are heading northbound for the first time in this video, at least for the first time on Fort Hamer. We're going to turn right, so straight ahead, that's the Riverfield veranda, and we're coming in just across, there's a little creek, and then there's this little section of Riverfield here. Let me hit my clicker, open up the gate. The giant crane just crossed the frame of the video. So this is all David Weekley homes. And let's take you down one of these blocks. These are real pretty. Resale market. David Weekley wrapped up construction in here just this year. Sold their last home. Turn right. I'll show you what a block in here looks like. You guys, as always, thank you for watching, liking, and subscribing. I'm a realtor. I really wish I did this video on a day that was not trash day. But anyways, thank you for watching. If you have any questions about North River Ranch or any of the builders, here's my phone number. Give me a call.